Good morning. Thank you for watching. Another beautiful Lord's Day out there. If you have a chance, get out, go to church if you can. We've got our sick list here. We get started on it. We got Ronnie Robinson, Ashlyn Hare, Jeremy Judkin, Becky and Lonnie Barks, Joella King, Doyle Duke, Bruce Lewis, Steve Comer, Kathy Smith, Lee Heath, Carter Brown, Naomi Blair, Lawana Peeler, Benny Blair, Taylor Blanton, Steve Milburn, Judy Milburn, Sharon Armstrong, Buddy Davenport, Jason Morris, Pam Brown, Thomas Bogle, and Claude Cunningham. Please keep him in your prayer. We need to send sympathy to all the families that lost their loved ones in the storm. Keep praying for these folks and the ones that lost their house and everything they had. So, been seeing a lot of videos on all that now. It's coming out. It's a really bad deal. This morning we're going to talk a little bit about sins of omission and commission. We used to have a fellow that would pray and he would say, please forgive us of our sins, whether it be omission or commission. So I studied on that a little while before I finally figured it out. And omission means that it's like omitting something. It's something that you didn't do. Commission means that you had a part in it, that you took effort to do that. So we'll get started here a little bit, and it says, what does the Bible say about sins of omission? Can you really sin by forgetting or failing to do something? And does God care? Sins of omission. We all know that there can be serious consequences for leaving something undone. One of Aesop's fables tells us the story of the ant and the grasshopper. In the story, the ant spends all summer long storing up food for the winter, while the grasshopper spends each day chirping and singing. Why bother about winter, says the grasshopper. We have plenty of food. When the winter finally arrives, the grasshopper is starving. He asks the ant for food. The ant reminds the grasshopper of his failure to prepare during the summer and suggests that the grasshopper now dance away the winter as he did with the summer. In his famous parable, 10 Virgins, Jesus Christ talked about the perils of leaving something undone until it's too late. The parable talks about the coming kingdom and the returning bridegroom, along with 10 virgins who are to take their lamps to meet the bridegroom. 5 wise virgins take extra oil for their lamps, and 5 foolish virgins take no oil at all. That story's in Matthew 25, 1 through 4. So the following verses tell us how the bridegroom is delayed and all 10 of the virgins fall asleep. Finally, at midnight, the bridegroom comes and all 10 virgins are awakened by a cry upon his arrival. The difference between those who had prepared and those who hadn't is described next. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps, and the foolish said to the wise, give us some of your oil, for our lamps are gone out. But the wise answered and saying, no, at least there should be none enough for us and you. But go gather rather to those who sell and buy for yourselves. And while they were to buy, the bridegroom came, and those who were ready went in with him to the wedding, and the door was shut. Afterwards the virgins came also saying, Lord, Lord, open up to us. But he answered and said, assuredly, I say unto you, I do not know you. So profound teaching from Jesus, the parable clearly there comes a time when it's too late to prepare for his kingdom. Failure to do so, failure to do what we should be doing now can have far-reaching consequences. So is it a sin? Is a sin of omission just regrettable lack of action on our part, or can it really be sin if we leave something undone? So, if we consider the Ten Commandments, the well-known laws for mankind, then we think of the Ten Commandments. We often tend to think of the phrase, "Thou shalt not," which comprises the first few words of most of the commandments in the King James Version. Not all the commandments, however, command against certain actions. Two of the commands require us to do something rather than not do something. They are the fourth and the fifth commandments. It says, "Remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy." This is the fourth commandment. And the fifth commandment says, "Honor your father and your mother, that your days may be long upon the land which the Lord your God is giving you." So failure to do what these commands say, the omission actions, is a sin. So leaving out, not doing something, can be a sin. If you know in your heart that you need to be doing something, going and visiting somebody or doing something for somebody, that's a sin. And I know the things of life sometimes keep us from doing the things that we need to do, but you need to be careful about that. It's just as bad as doing something bad. So let's keep that in mind and remember that old grasshopper that didn't do what he should have been doing. We can all learn a lesson from that. So that's the end of my little lesson for today. Please remember our servicemen and women in your prayers, and the doctors and nurses and first responders and all the folks that keep us safe and healthy. Please remember the storm victims. Maybe they can get their lives put back together sometime. It's going to be a while, but keep praying for them. Thank you for watching. God bless. See you next time.